and today we're talking about Grand Theft Auto 4. Yes, not 5, not 6, but actually a remake of GTA 4.
I mean, this is embarrassing, man. You trying to tell me that you picked up a current gen console just so you could play Grand Theft Auto IV again? I mean, come on, man. I'm getting tired of all these remasters and remakes, man. Now, mind you, this is all these companies are even offering. I mean, it's essentially free money to them. But what's even more ironic about this is the fact that the game was already 4K 60 on the Xbox Series X. And now that they're going to come up with this version for PlayStation 5 because y'all didn't get one, maybe even possibly for the Nintendo Switch too. I mean, I guess it's good, but hopefully it's crossplay between all platforms because that would be the only reason as to why I would buy it. You feel me? And it better have some form of multiplayer because if it's just single player, nah, I'm good because I'll just continue to play it on my Xbox Series X, which is already remastered anyway. I mean, I really don't care about this. Oh, but Rockstar got a new game coming out next year. What about all the other countless games that Rockstar used to make? You know, this seems like one last cash grab to make money off you ponies and possibly you Nintendo Switch 2 owners. This is crazy, man. I used to like Rockstar, but man, ever since y'all been running with the whole Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption train, I'm sick and tired of them, bro.
Now, people have been actually asking for this quite a bit for the last couple of years because...
Oh, that's funny because if you had an Xbox Series X, you could have already played it remastered because the game was already 4K 60, but go ahead.
Grand Theft Auto 4 is not only a really good game, not only is it incredibly fun, not only does it actually have one of the most adult stories of all of them, it really talks about war and conflict, and the biggest GTA leaker has said that a port, a remaster, a re-release of GTA 4 is...
And the funny thing is, I kind of already knew this, man. Remember when I told you, Games to Win Another W, that this was the generation of I mean, you guys are already playing Gears of War, repackaged and resealed, and now resold again to the ponies. I mean, I don't know, man. This is why people quit gaming. So once you guys start realizing that people, you know, just don't really care anymore, this is the main reason why. You know, at least Microsoft, they got some new software coming. And I'm not saying that I have a huge problem with remasters and remakes, but have you guys noticed this is starting to take the forefront as to what we do within our own gaming hobby. You know, we didn't do this back in the PS1 and PS2. We had sequels. We had new games to look forward to. You know, now if you take this mindset that we have now, we would be playing Parappa the Rapper remastered again on the PS2 with better visuals. Like, this is exactly what would be going on if we had the same mindset of today back in those time frames. Oh, y'all don't get Super Mario Sunshine. Y'all just get Super Mario 64. The GameCube version. Bro, I'm done, man. This is why people don't care about gaming, man. This is why I don't go out there and support these companies because you know why? These companies don't deserve your money. And I can guarantee they better put online on this because if there's no online, I'm not buying it. And it better be cross-play between all three platforms. Plain and simple.
This year, in fact, and everybody...
Yeah, of course, it can't come out next year because, of course, it's going to get overshadowed by GTA 6. That's pretty easy to understand, dummy.
Instantly hyped and sort of reminiscing, but let's take a look.
Oh, you're hyped about a game that came out in 2008, man. You know, this is ridiculous, bro. Bunch of Grand Theft Auto fanboys.
I've just been laying in bed playing Breath of the Wild on my Switch, but... if I seem a bit loopy, I wanted to actually sit up. When I've been stuck in bed, I want to talk about video games. But here it is. According to Tez, the long-anticipated GTA 4 port appears to be in development for current-gen consoles, per his source. He believes Max Payne 3 will follow after. Now, keep in mind, Rockstar Games is currently...
Yeah, but what about Manhunt 2? You know what I mean? What about a proper remake for Manhunt? What about all the other games that Rockstar used to work on, man? I don't want to hear this coming from no guy with a Red Dead Redemption picture because I guarantee that's probably the only game this man plays. Bro, we already know how you Grand Theft Auto fanboys get down. Y'all play the same games, man. That's the only company they know, Rockstar Games. Oh, can you name any other companies? Rockstar Games. Oh, no, I got one. Rockstar North. Can you name another company? Oh, yeah, I got one. Rockstar South. Rockstar West. Rockstar East. Do you know any other game company besides Rockstar? Oh, yeah. You know, Then they put out, I said I was a rock star. Okay, bro. All right, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna walk up out of here. You don't know a Capcom, a Sega, even an EA for crying out loud. No, I just Rockstar. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Working on a complete remake of Max Payne 1 and 2. I think that's going to be incredible.
Because all you people really know that I'm playing on my Rockstar.
Cool as well. But
I gotta buy those loan shark cards in my fake homes. And then I walk outside and I pay $9 million for fake clothes. Because that's all I really do is support Rockstar.
Max Payne 3 back as possibly a big remaster, that would be intensely.
Oh, here we go. Remasters, remakes, man. The generation of and I would say the other part, I would say more, it's restarted. We got a bunch of restarted, I don't know what to say anymore, man. If you told me that 10, 15 years down the road that this is all what we be playing, I tell you, man, why am I even a gamer, bro? I played these games back in 2008. Y'all looking like freaking Ellis from Left 4 Dead 2. I used to go there as a kid. I mean, this is crazy, man. And what's even more funny, these games are still continuously available on modern platforms. Maybe not on PlayStation because Sony didn't have no real backwards compatibility. But damn, I mean, they even did it with Red Dead Redemption 1 and didn't put online with it. So like I said before, I will support the game. Because, like I said, it's a good compilation of titles. But it has to have all the features that the original had. I'm not going to sit there and just play it just for the campaign. I really did enjoy the multiplayer for these games. So if they go all out, and they put cross-play and they do all the things that you would have to actually go to the game and actually rework things, then I would, definitely pay for the game. But I'm not going to sit there and support, if this is like that typical PlayStation, it's just a 4K 60 port, we touched up a few visuals, no online, and missing features, then I'm not buying this game. I'm sorry, bro. I need all my features intact. I'm sorry.
Amazing. But let me take a look at it. Now, Tez 2, this guy is the GTA leaker. He has leaked
yeah, we can see that. He's got a Red Dead Redemption picture, and I guarantee this is all he plays.
Even though it's gone now, I still have so many good memories specifically of that version of GTA Online. Also, though, I still can't get over the fact that GTA 4 had such a heavy story. I feel like sometimes games are a little bit afraid. I almost call it the flinch factor, where you're...
I think it's overrated. I think the best Grand Theft Auto was San Andreas still to this day. I think the one thing that we could take away from IV was the physics. I thought the physics was quite incredible. Matter of fact, I even go as far to say they were better than 5's even. You know what I mean? The physics in GTA IV was incredible, especially at the time when the game came out. But let's be honest, guys, the game was boring. You know what I mean? They didn't really have, you could play bowling. You get ball, but my God. I mean, come on, bro. It was boring. The game focused way too more on real life and less aspects of just being fun. You know what I mean? This is kind of where Rockstar went with this whole realism approach with a lot of their games, which honestly I couldn't really stand. I kind of liked the fun, free-flowing aspect of games like Vice City and San Andreas, But of course, those things was obviously, slowly pushed in favor for the realism. I mean, I get it, but I mean, I only really cared for the online, honestly. I didn't really care for the story.
Trying to tell something that is going to be hard. You're trying to tell a story that is hard. And I think about the main character's name is Nico Bellic, and he says this story at one point. I don't want to say all of it because I'd probably get demonetized, but he talks about walking to a village where they had executed...
I don't care about all this, bro. So what? Who cares, man? I'm representing Grove Street. Grove Street for life.
I can't remember the DLCs for the life of me. I mean, I beat them, 16 years ago at this point. 17th anniversary of this game is still so wild. GTA 4 is still one of the most cutting-edge games ever. 16 years later, this is a tweet from 2024. It's incredible how Rockstar Games created a level of detail that surpasses even GTA 5. So a lot of people have been talking about the fact that there is obviously a difference in GTA 5 versus GTA 4. And I almost feel like there was this interesting gap with each of them. It is wild to see something like GTA 4, GTA 5, GTA 6. The same idea, cruise around cities, doing crimes, having fun, has always been there. But each of the worlds feels 10 times more detailed. But
Nah, that's not necessarily true, because I think GTA 5's map design was quite lazy. Because what they did was that they had one city right? Which was Los Santos, which is based off Los Angeles. And then they put a big old green afro at the top with a bunch of forests. I thought that was quite corny. I think San Andreas, even though the map is not as big, but it felt much more spacious due to the fact that everything was kind of done in compartments. You had Los Santos, you had the countryside, you had San Fierro, and then you had Los Venturas. It kind of made the game feel bigger than what it was, right? Now, when you play Grand Theft Auto 5, all it is just it looks like Afro Samurai. It's like you got the face at the bottom, right? That's Los Santos, which is like the smallest part of the game. And then you got a huge afro at the top, a huge green afro of countryside crap. Okay? Essentially a wasteland. That's why when you play the game online, nobody be at the top of the map. They all be at the bottom because that's where all the activities are. Bro, GTA 5, I hate to... Y'all probably like games, so that's a good point. I didn't realize like it's trash. GTA 5's map design, I would go as far to say that IV's map design was better because you had 3 different, was it 1, 2, 3, and then you had 4, there's a little small line. You had compartments of the map, okay? GTA 5 didn't feel separated and California happens to be one of the biggest states, and yet it felt so small though. You know what I mean? It was like Los Santos was at the bottom. I thought that was quite good. But the countryside was most definitely there. It's like they just said, let's just make a wasteland, spawn a bunch of trailer trash here, put some trees all over, put some sand there, and that's it. There was really no detail because look at it, guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's really no activities up there, bro. Y'all know that. There's barely any activity. That's why everybody, when they play GTA Online, they're always at where the casino is, and they're at where the activities are. The only time you be going up there is to go to your bunker. You know what I mean? If anything, it just makes missions harder to do.
Was sort of this quintessential quirkiness that I really appreciated about 4. The characters, the quest. At
Quirkiness.
This point, I still feel like so many people, when they talk about GTA 5, they're essentially talking about GTA Online. They're talking about...
Yeah, because I don't hear nobody really talk about the campaign. I really don't. At least with IV, I can hear a lot of people talk about how good the campaign was. I personally liked the online. I think I did like the campaign too. I mean, at the time, you know what I'm saying? But if you go back, it still pales in comparison to San Andreas.
Stealing jets and swiping shark cards and seasonal events. And I understand that that's what's existed longer than even you played the story itself. But to me, I do kind of like, honestly, Trevor. I like the characters of GTA 5, but the world of GTA...
The characters were stupid. I'm going to be honest, bro. They were trash. Y'all like, damn, Gabe, so you don't like rocks? It's not even that. The characters were so bad, that's why they play the online. The only time they like the main characters is when they were introduced to the online play. That shows you how laughable and boring those characters were in their own games. Okay, Trevor, what was it? I don't even remember all the characters, but you got the Trevor with the... what is it, the redneck trash? Oh, all he does is swear, man. It's like with no context. At least when they did it in San Andreas, it was kind of funny and you can laugh about it, right? But when you hear it in San Andreas, he just, that's how he sounds like. And then he just constantly swearing for no reason, with no context. I guess that's funny for maybe, people like him, but that was not funny for me. I thought it was stupid. It got tiring after a while. And then you have one guy, what was his name? Michael. I'm so rich that I do crime. Come on, bro. That was a stupid angle, man. That was dumb. Y'all know that was stupid. I'm so rich. My name is Michael, and I'm so rich that I'm bored with my life. So I go out in the world and do crime. Come on, bro. I can't relate to that. That was stupid. That was trash. Y'all know, come on. That was a terrible angle. And then you got the black dude with the Rottweiler. I mean, it was kind of cool, but then they made him look like a sissy in the game. But the hood gonna love it. Like, I mean, the characters were trash, bro. they were absolute trash. I would say one thing, Ivy definitely has better characters, but GTA 5's characters were trash. They were. That's why everybody asking for CJ to come back, because that's a real character.
I still feel like it has a better story by far. I think a remaster of this...
Does it really matter because y'all gonna support Rockstar? You gonna go out there and buy loan shark cars. You gonna buy these houses and you're gonna buy cars. And you can continuously get ripped off by Rockstar. I mean,
really
come on, man.
Set the stage, because it does seem like GTA 6 is going to be more story focused. People are already picking apart that trip.
Story focused. Bro, you really think they care about the story? They're gonna be making money off you dummies on that Grand Theft Auto line because we talking about Rockstar. Like, what is this dude on, bro? They're gonna copy the same formula of GTA 5, bro.
Make
At this point, the campaign is just a tutorial of what you're gonna be doing online.
That the main character Jason is an undercover cop, or that Lucy is getting set up in a sting operation, and they're gonna have Bonnie and Clyde drive off a cliff.
That's literally what it is, a Bonnie and Clyde.
The end of the game or something like that. I'm just saying, I'm extremely excited.
Now I wonder if the main character is going to be able to choose other girlfriends, considering that he has her. Hopefully, the main focus is the male character and not the female one, and the female one is more of an attachment to the story. Because if they're trying to add these as two main characters, it's not going to work, in my opinion. How are you going to have multiple girlfriends when you got a girl like that and looks like the same one from San Andreas with Carlita, where she'll do some questionable things to you if you don't, bestow your love to her. How can I play a game like that? You're going to feel guilty. You're going to get called from Lucy. Well, why are you with that other woman house? Now, mind you, that is a cool dynamic, but if they're trying to do this Bonnie and Clyde thing, they ain't really going to have no girlfriends in this game. But I think it would be still interesting because it would actually play into the character's actions. But go ahead.
For GTA 4 Remastered, and I do think that if it's real, it's going to break the internet. And it's going to make, honestly, a lot of good vibes.
A 2008 game is going to break the internet, man. Man, we have fallen as a gaming community.
Before we lead into the incredible, immaculate vibes of GTA 5. But these have just been...
Yeah, immaculate. You see how he talks about these third-party games? If only you could say those type of words with PlayStation. But they ain't got nothing. So enjoy your little remaster. I'm already playing it. It's called GTA IV, backwards compatible, 4K 60. So, I guess if ponies want to wait for another remaster and pay full price for it, by all means, go ahead. But on Xbox, we got it entirely for free, baby.